Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Redbird Replay. This is Scott Kirker along with Kelly Willard. Kelly, Metamora comes into the contest tonight against the Pekin Dragons. They're 10-1. Pekin comes in, I believe they're winless. We haven't been able to get a record from them.
It's pretty hard to follow teams in the newspaper these days since nothing gets covered, Scott.
No, that's for sure.
The thing you gotta look for tonight, you gotta wonder if the Metamora kids are going to be looking forward to Saturday and Tuesday.
Yes.
Big tilts. You know, we can look forward to that because we're the people talking about it. But the kids on the floor got to take care of business tonight before Saturday gets here.
And they've taken care of business. They got a nice 12-point win the other night. A win at Pekin, no matter what the score is, you don't look for style points, you just look for wins.
They say Pekin's a tough place to play. I heard somebody smart talking once about how Pekin's a tough place to shoot. Was that you?
It was very tough to shoot there.
Tough place to shoot.
Because there's every other school in the Middle Illini and every school we go to, there's a wall behind each basket.
Yeah.
There, it's wide open. Your whole depth perception is gone.
I heard a rumor, though, that you had a tough time shooting at every gym.
Well, maybe.
No answer. Okay.
Well,
he can't come back from that. I'm sorry, Scott. That was rude. I heard you had some nice games at East Peoria.
Why don't we take this time and talk to the Redbird head coach? Here we are once again with Metamora head coach Danny Greaves. Coach, turn around from that big come from behind win the other night at Pekin. You have the Dragons here at our place. You always play really well here.
Well, I'll tell you, they played really well for 3 quarters. It was a nice way to finish that quarter. We try to have the ball and try to score at the end of the quarter, and that shot that Luke got from Solomon to end the third really started our 4th quarter off right.
Yeah, it did. And you know, the other thing too is the teams that, if you look across the Middle Illini and the scores, the teams that win big on Tuesday, on Thursday come back and it's usually a close game.
Yes,
and
it
it's
is.
just the opposite. If you have a close game on Thursday, there's usually, you know, there's a little bit more of a spread.
Well, with that thinking, then, can I just go over there and put my feet up?
No.
I mean, I'd like a Coke and a hot dog, man.
You know, the thing about this though is they played about as well as they could that first quarter, that first half, and you got it within about 9 at halftime, and boy, you had to feel kind of good knowing that they played about as well as they could, and they were only up 9.
Yeah, we had them right where we wanted them, at their place, playing like dog doo-doo, and can't make a shot or guard anybody. So, but we've done that before. So I'm glad you brought all that up, because now I feel really confident going into tonight's game. You're a great guy. But you're right, it's all true, you know, and that's how I put it to our guys. But we did persevere of 3 really not very good quarters of basketball.
Right.
And the sign of a good team is you can hang in there, and eventually make something happen, and that's what our guys did. So I was very proud of that.
And the fact that from about the 4:52 mark of that second quarter, though, you went on a 42-18 run, and I believe it was 39-13 in the second half.
That's just a sign of good coaching, man. But you know what? Our kids, you know, they struggle a little bit over, like almost every team I've had. 9 out of 10 years we've struggled over there.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy.
And didn't waver. I mean, even that last, with 4.8 seconds left in the third, they get a steal from 3-quarter court. To have the moxie to dribble all the way down and kick it for the shot, I mean, that's good basketball. And our kids are trying to do the right and playing high percentage, and I'm really proud of that effort.
Coach, you're going to keep the same lineup you've had?
We're not going to change it.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
No, don't fix it. I'm a little, you know, I'm a little superstitious.
Yeah. Well, Coach, good luck and bring home a W.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
Welcome back to Metamora. We're about a minute away from the national anthem and the starting lineups. Big win for the Sophomores. They came back from the 1-point win they had at Pekin. They won tonight by, I think, 35.
That's all coaching. That's Brockhouse getting them in the gym last night and just giving them heck. Well, they went running clock tonight.
I think they came back and practiced when they got back from Pekin. we did that once when I was in grade school.
After a game?
Eldon's over. So we won, didn't play well. He brought us back. We had practice.
He's in the house right now. You want me to bring him up here and talk about it?
Coach Greaves is joined by Jared Hart, MTCO Athletic Director of the Center Court. With Danny is his wife Kim, daughter Tara, and his grandsons Ashton, Drew, and Atticus. On Thursday, February 18th, 2021, Coach Danny Greaves earned his 500th career win. A tremendous accomplishment, a testament to Coach Greaves' commitment and excellence. Danny Greaves has been a part of our coaching and teaching staff since 2011. He teaches in the physical education department, and prior to joining MTHS, he has held coaching and teaching positions in Illinois and Mississippi. Congratulations to Coach Greaves, his family, coaching staff, and teams. And go Redbirds. Now let's meet the starters for the Pekin Dragons. A 5'11" senior guard, number 2, Cooper Doloritis. A 6'1" senior guard, number 15, Adam Cash. A 6'1" junior forward, number 20, Dane Loman. A 6'4" junior center, number 33, Chance McLeod. And a 6'3" freshman guard, number 35, Matthew Jergens. The head coach of the Pekin Dragons, Mr. Jeff Walraven. And now the starting lineup for your Metamora Redbirds. A 5'8" junior, number 1, Lou DeFrance. A 6'2" junior, number 11, Zach Schroeder. A 6'6" sophomore, number 21, Ethan Kaiser. A 6'2" sophomore, number 24, Drew Tucker. And a 6'1" sophomore, number 32, Tyson Swanson. And the head coach of the Metamora Redbirds, Mr. Danny Greaves.
Well, Kelly, here's the, I guess, the first of the alternating balls. Pekin will start with the ball. Metamora comes out with their standard starting lineup.
So Pekin had, I did not get to go to the game on Tuesday night, but Pekin had the Cash kid lead the way with how many? A bucket load of points.
I think he had 18.
I wasn't aware they have a freshman guard in the game.
Yeah, and he's pretty good. He didn't start the other night because it was their senior night.
Gotcha.
But he came in and played pretty well.
I did get to watch a little bit of the broadcast on NFHS. Sorry for mentioning them on here. But there was no scoreboard. There were no announcers. It was really frustrating to try to watch it.
Yeah, Metamora got on the floor there and got the alternating ball.
Here's what I did notice about Pekin's gym. It looked like the court was 350 feet long.
It was close.
It's unbelievable. And then they spread the floor with that slow it down offense, and it just was like watching paint dry.
Yep. Kind of a baby dunk there.
That's a little too easy.
But that's a nice pass from Tyson Swanson.
A nice pass, and nobody rotated over to Kaiser. They said, oh, you're taller than I am. You can have it.
And they gave it to him. Yeah. 2-0 Redbirds, almost a minute into the game.
I don't know if we got it on film before the game started, but a nice little presentation for Coach Greaves for win number 500 last Thursday. He's sitting at 502 right now. Almost 200 of those at MTHS.
That's still a pretty nice coast-to-coast effort there.
Yeah, it's good to be able to handle the ball at 6'6", no doubt. Okay, this is the aforementioned Adam Cash. So 15 is the one I got to keep my eye on tonight. This is the freshman. He's got a nice body for a ninth grader. Dragons.
Makes it 2-2. Just under 6 minutes to go, first quarter. Oh, man.
Looked like
too wide open.
He went up looking like he was going to get contact, and none came.
Probably would have been better off just banking it.
Yep.
But I still like that underneath. They get that guy, find that guy in that low block almost every time. Oh, here we go.
Pretty solid take. Kaiser 4 points early.
And that's almost too easy. He looked to dish, and there really wasn't that much of an advantage.
We got Coach Greaves in a very nice defensive position over there on the sideline. Well done.
Boy, Schroeder is just so good at that out front. 5:02 to.
You're going to have to be more specific. He's pretty good at everything.
He is. But that his defense is something that you just don't talk about enough. And he's been able to cause so many problems for other teams. Last Saturday against Morton, he made a couple of steals when we needed them most. Oh boy, that's a nice move there. I love that up and under, using the rim as it's kind of a friend there to help you. And
that's just not a lot of interior defense. Did we have trouble getting him the basketball early in the game? That's
a nice adjustment that we have made. We did not hardly get him the ball at all the other night. And you got to give credit to Pekin there for kind of stopping that. And
I'm going to try it, Scott. That was number 2. Cooper Theloritis, I believe is how you say that
yes,
name.
That's right.
Score Kaiser 6, Pekin 2, first break.
Yeah, and we've had so many guys though that have been really good at being the guy at some point this year. It's been Swanson, it's been Schroeder, it's been Kaiser, it's been even DeFrance at times, where his three-point shots have just been incredible, and it is it's awfully nice. And I still think there's going to be a time here in the not too distant future, and we're getting to the end of the season here, but Drew Tucker is a scorer.
He is. I just continue to be impressed with the fact that nobody is selfish, and nobody late in the first half says, "Hey, I don't have any points yet. It's my turn to shoot."
Right.
Nobody's like that.
No.
They're all looking for each other.
Saturday, I thought that really showed. Kaiser only had, I think, 9 points. I think he had something like 11 assists, though.
In the game at Morton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there were times where, he could have forced it, but he dished it, and we got a better shot.
Speaking of tough places to shoot, was the curtain open at Morton in the first half?
It was closed throughout.
No band was present for the Potters?
No band.
They had cheerleaders, though?
They did have cheerleaders that cheered.
I heard them cheering. So did Pekin.
4:08 to go. First quarter, Redbirds up 6-2.
Ooh, shuffle those feet. Got away with it.
Yeah.
Who's the best player you've seen in the league not on Metamora's team so far this year?
Oh, boy. Maybe Drew Durbin.
Okay.
He had 25 plus both games against us.
He did, yep. And then help me again, a kid from Dunlap, Calhoun?
Calhoun, yeah. Makes it 6-5. Oh, yeah. What a play by Swanson. And Metamora gets a timeout.
Oh, I tell you what, one thing that is obvious with all Metamora kids is they are not scared to get on the floor. They're not scared to get on the floor to take a charge. They're not scared to get on the floor to dive after a loose ball. They got a little bit of their coach in them for sure.
That is for sure. You know, and that's been pretty much the way all of teams that Danny Greaves has had here at Metamora. They've all been the same way.
Well, when you see him out on the floor wiping up spills with his towel and setting a good example for his work ethic, the kids notice that. I mean, parents notice that, and you want to work hard for him.
So to be Redbird ball after this timeout, and we're up 6-5, 2:56 to go, first quarter. Still a pretty good shot by Tucker, just a little bit short.
That's one of the few times you see Zach Schroeder get driven right past. Couldn't convert the layup.
No, but it was contested.
Yep.
Boy, I like that move by Swanson.
That's great interior passing. That's 2 points.
Yep. That's just great interior passing. Passing all the way around there was impressive.
Yeah, the number of dribbles per touch is very low for Metamora. Pekin, it's a lot of dribbling.
A lot of dribbling. 8-5 Redbirds.
There's your freshman, your 9th grader with the fall away. Couldn't get it to go in.
Nope.
Oh, take that. That's pretty good.
That's pretty
good.
nice.
Drew some contact, didn't get a call, but made the bucket. 4 for Swanson. Hey, no fouls in this game so far, Scott. Not a single one in the first quarter. Either both teams are really clean or the officials are just looking for a quick game.
And I don't know if I've really seen one where he said, oh, I think he got fouled there. There's been a little bit of contact, but nothing really big. Good defense. That's real good defense by Schroeder. That's even better defense by Tucker. Oh, it's good.
I think it was Swanson down there on the defense, and then he came down and hit a 3.
Yeah, 13-5 with right at 30 seconds to go.
Small correction. It is Swanson 7, Kaiser 6, and Pekin 5.
Yeah. Oh, that's great defense. That's great defense. 18 seconds to go. First quarter, Solomon Schwartz will come in for Drew Tucker. Our sophomores are beating them.
Solomon's still on cloud 9 from last week.
Oh, yeah, that has some carryover.
For sure.
Ooh, look at Swanson underneath. Oh, hey, that's Swanson with the tip in.
We're going to give an assist to DeFrance on that ball.
Oh, yeah. Swanson with 9 points in the first quarter. Redbirds 15-5. Take this time to thank our sponsors. Bill Christ at Country Financial, Sunbelt Rentals, Kaufman Chiropractic, Michael's Italian Feast, Mason Funeral Home, Germantown Grill, Kevin Kyle at Edward Jones, Logo Wear, Commerce Bank, Heartland Bank, Metamora McDonald's, Metamora IGA, Metamora Fields, Snyder Village, Corey's Grill, Goodfield State Bank, City Blue Technologies, Ipavia State Bank, and Zobrist Shire Insurance. Boy, really good first quarter for Metamora.
Yeah, Scott, I don't know what the heck you did over in Pekin on Tuesday, but this doesn't look all that difficult so far.
Well, I'm telling you, it's the court. you're out in the middle of a cornfield over there, and there's nothing. There's acres and acres of land behind each basket, and it throws your depth perception off, and you can't shoot.
A lot of excuses over there. A lot of excuses.
Got to come up with something.
Maybe it's they got those signs at the end of the gym that celebrate their 1964 and 1967 state championships, and those are intimidating maybe to the guys.
We have some guys that were from Cobden, and
they beat Cobden in one of those finals, and they beat Carbondale in the other final. How about that for some useless trivia?
The Cobden Apple Knockers.
Yeah, you got it. Carbondale Terriers, as long as we're doing nickname showing off. First foul of the game.
That'll send Adam Cash to the line. Good foul. See, the other night, their first quarter, or their first half, they rarely missed.
Okay. Well, you say the ball never lies, so did he miss two? Nope.
Makes it 15-6 with 7:40 to go, first half. Redbirds out in front.
Feels like it's either alley-oop dunk time or DeFrance 3 time. I do like to be right, Scott. He's got to make that, though. Gosh darn it.
Oh, Schroeder, that's good team defense there. Schroeder is kind of coming down to help and just got a gift. Wow.
I think Solomon got up in the air and didn't have anything to do with it. He made a pretty good effort at the basket. And then Kaiser almost got a tip dunk.
Yeah. Still 15-6, 6:20 to go first half.
Two fouls in the game, both on Schwartz. He's so physical.
Yeah, yeah. He's a bully out there.
Yep.
Michael Zobrist at the scores table. He'll check in after this first free throw. First one's up and good. Zobrist comes in for Solomon. Gets them both, makes it 15-8.
6 points for Cash on the night so far, 6 of the 8.
You know, and we've been doing different things, bring different guys to the middle. It's a little bit more difficult for them to.
Yeah, it just seems like there's so much space in the middle of the court. Pekin isn't very long defensively.
They're pretty active, but Schroeder gets the easy shot just inside the L, makes it 17-8. They're finding those creases.
Yep. Yeah, Pekin's got a bunch of 6'1", 6'2" guys, but they don't have that guy inside that takes up much space. Although 33's got some girth, he's not all that tall.
No, he's 6'4", about 250, and ironically doesn't play football.
Huh. Golf?
Cross country.
Okay.
That's a jump ball. That'll be Redbird ball. Again, down on the floor, getting yourself a couple extra possessions. And we only had 17 points for the first half the other night.
Yeah, the offense is slowing down a little bit in the second quarter. Nobody's gaining much traction.
Oh, he traveled. Oh, they're going to call the foul. That's it.
Turn in your patch, sir. He traveled. Come on. Whose side are you on here?
Well, he traveled because he got pushed.
That's fair. How many years of officiating have you done on intramural basketball circuit?
Close to 30.
I hear traveling's one of your least favorite calls.
Yeah, it's worthless.
It's overrated.
Yeah. Zobrist had a nice look at it, just a little bit short.
Man, tight pressure defense 30 feet from the basket. This is not Roanoke Benson playing defense.
No. Zobrist right there. And you know, Cash is pushing off just as much as. That's a pretty good move by Cash.
Yep.
And
8 early points for Cash, keeping him in the game a little bit.
17-10 is the score. This is the media timeout.
Well, Scott, since we did talk a little bit about what's coming up Saturday, we got the Panthers. I'm not aware which game is home and which game is away.
Saturday's home and Tuesday's away, I believe.
And so
it is.
we believe we're trying to keep up with Mid-Illini records even without a newspaper. And Washington has played this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So they're playing again tonight, presumably to get to 9-0 in the league. Or no, they're 9-0 heading into tonight. They're going to get to 10-0. Metamora is trying to get to 9-0.
Trying to get to 9-0 in the Mid-Illini,
So
11-1 in the overall.
That could be some interesting basketball Saturday and Tuesday.
And now Metamora will play next Friday at Dunlap for their makeup game.
Okay.
Yeah, Dunlap called their timeout, and then they're just going to use that as the mask timeout.
Okay.
Also.
So next week goes Tuesday, Washington, and then Thursday, Saturday next week is
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, but Thursday, Friday is which team?
Thursday would be Canton.
Okay, and Friday Dunlap in the middle?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And of course, next week the next group of sports start practicing. We got soccer kicking in on Monday. Football begins on Wednesday. Volleyball starts on Monday.
Jake Nealon comes into the Redbird lineup along with Drew Tucker. So the Redbirds have Kaiser, Schroeder, Nealon, Zobrist. I like the look, just a little bit out of his reach.
Yeah, thought he saw something that maybe wasn't quite there. Those kinds of turnovers are going to be bigger, to be honest, in a couple days.
Yeah.
And you can maybe get away with that kind of thing tonight.
We carried it.
So that's 3 times Cash has been fouled on drives to the hoop. I'm certainly a little bit confused about the immense amount of pressure we're putting on him 30 feet from the basket and convincing him to drive to the hoop, which he seems to like doing.
Yeah, but he's also a really good three-point shooter.
Okay, that's fair. He's got the only 4 free throws so far in the basketball game for either team to go in.
And he missed his first.
Yep, so 5 for 6, 10 points for Cash, 10 of their 12.
Very similar to the other night.
It's one thing I've noticed every game that I've been to so far, the opponent has had one huge scorer and then not much else. And for Metamora, you never know who's going to lead them in scoring.
No. Love this ball movement. This is very...
When's the last time somebody dribbled? It's just great ball movement.
Still good ball movement. Got a good shot. Zobrist with a nice rebound.
Schroeder created a little bit of contact. Probably not enough to get a foul call, but a very nice take to the hoop.
19-12 Redbirds. 2:42 to go, first half.
4 for Zach.
Kaiser with another rebound. Just wanting the ball a little more.
Scott, Metamora has 1 3-pointer in the game so far. Can you name it? Who made it?
Tyson Swanson.
It was, yep. Nobody else has gotten a good look yet.
I think we've shot a couple, but we just haven't connected. Oh, that's got to count.
Q. Give him the 3.
That counts. That does count.
3-point basket good. Michael Zobers for Metamora.
Nice to see Michael Zobers get on the board. Points for a senior.
Yep.
Foul was on Jake Nealon for giving him the business underneath the basket.
But he's getting physical, and I like that. You have to be physical in this game, and there's going to be some physicality on Saturday and Tuesday.
Yep, no doubt about it.
1:35 to go, first half. Redbirds up 22-12. I'm not sure why Pekin's stalling. I mean, they're down 10.
Well, I guess maybe you want to keep it within striking distance for the second half. I can't explain it either. Under a minute, Scott. Good time to thank our sponsors again. So lots of people would advocate for a shot clock in high school. The strike against it is cost. You got to have somebody to run it. You got to install it. You got to maintain it. But it's this kind of thing that makes it pretty desirable.
Yeah.
This isn't why anybody waited months and months to play basketball.
This just makes zero sense. You're down 10. You just don't want to go down 12. Oh, he pushed off.
I think that's an appropriate end to that possession.
Yeah. And the shot's no good, so the Redbirds will take a 22-12 lead into the halftime locker room. Kelly, fairly happy with the first half. I think Coach Greaves he'll take the 10-point lead.
Yeah, he'll be happier than he was a couple nights ago. That's for darn sure. Being up 10 is way better than being down 9. Yeah. Pekin has 1 kid on the scoreboard tonight with more than 2 points. Cash has 10. The rest of the team has two total points, and that's not going to do it against Metamora.
We'll be back in just a few minutes with the first half stats in the second half.
Okay, welcome back to halftime. It is Metamora 22 and Pekin 12 at halftime. Here are your stats for the first half for the Dragons. Not much to talk about. 2 players on the scoreboard. We have Adam Cash leading the way with a 2-point basket, a 3-point basket, and 5 free throws for 10 points. And then freshman Matthew Juergens has the other 2 points for Pekin. We didn't really notice this in the first half, but Pekin scored exactly 3 baskets, Scott. 3 hoops in the whole first half. For Metamora, Michael Zobers got on the board with a 3-pointer late in the first half for his 3 points. Zach Schroeder has a couple of hoops for 4. Ethan Kaiser had the first 6 points of the game and then did not score again. Tyson Swanson leads the way with 3 twos and a 3, 9 points for Swanson. Again, the halftime score, Metamora 22, Pekin 12, and we'll be back with the second half in just a few.
Welcome back to Metamora. The Redbirds took that 10-point lead into the halftime locker room. Pekin will get the ball to start this second half, but Metamora's done a much better job tonight of forcing them to take some shots that they're not really comfortable taking.
Yeah, it's just a tough first half if you're Pekin trying to get the ball in the hoop. Don't get me wrong. Pekin's got a proud basketball history. I looked a little bit today and was poking around. 38 regional titles, 16 sectional titles. 16!
Yeah.
But only one in the last 48 years. And I don't think another one's going to come this year, Scott.
No.
There's just not much going on.
And their offense is kind of a slow down, win ugly.
I'd call it a slow down, lose ugly, but I get your point.
But that's what they want to do. They want to win ugly. They want you to, they want the game in the 40s. And right now we're on pace for a 40-point game. But, you just never seem out of it when you play Pekin.
Yeah,
they try to get you frustrated.
They do, and it works. It's always surprised me the last decade or two that Pekin has such a big student body, such a tradition of basketball, and they just don't seem to put together a bunch of great athletes.
Well, I don't know if it's not that they have good athletes, because they've had some guys go on. They had the big guy Lash. I can't think of what his name is now, but he went on to play some small college. They had they've had Taphorn, went up to Northwestern.
You're going back a little ways now.
Yeah, it's going back probably about 7, 8 years.
They've had some players. They had Matt Moran and Jeremy Crouch, who's now one of their assistants. They've definitely had some college players, but I'm just saying their 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th guys are not exactly high caliber basketball guys.
No, they're not.
Got Drew Tucker battling with Cash now. We've switched Schroeder off him for that possession.
And that was just a great series of defense for Metamora right there. Forced them into just a bad pass. I still like that effort, though.
Yep, 2 different Redbirds tried to save it. A good look on the 3 from Drew Tucker. Those are going to fall.
Yep.
Those are going to need to fall in the big moments of the big games coming up.
And he's a gamer. I have no doubt that that Coach Greaves is not afraid or not. He doesn't hate it when Drew puts one up.
Not at all.
Ooh. Oh.
Didn't like that.
Was there even any contact?
Not a whole lot. One foul the entire first half on the Dragons. So either we're not creating contact or they're not interested in having any contact. Ooh, that's an ugly look. On the arm.
2 quick ones on Drew Tucker.
So Cash has done a great job getting to the free throw line. This will be his 7th and 8th free throws of the night. I don't keep stats of who's missed free throws, but I don't think another player in this gym has shot one tonight.
I don't think so either. He's missed 1.
Yep.
And gets them both, makes it 22-14, the football score.
Well, I mean, here's the story. Pekin has 3 baskets in this game. 3 baskets in the entire game, and you look up and they're only down 8 points. So they got to be thrilled with where they are right now.
Back at him. Oh. See, Coach Greaves wants him to shoot that.
Did you say 22-14 a football score? You got football on the brain tonight?
Yeah, it's just.
Well, you told me he was a great three-point shooter. He's taken 2 so far tonight, but they've both been lousy ones, and he's missed them both badly.
They've been way outside, way out. I don't know why he's taking that shot, you know.
Nice take with the left hand by Schroeder.
Yeah, that was pretty.
6 points for Zach.
5:22 to go, third quarter. Redbirds up 24-14. You're right, they've only got, what, you said 3 baskets?
3 buckets. Yep. Cash has 2, and the freshman kid has 1. A lot of standing around watching Cash do his thing. Boy, that was a jump ball all day long, and just no call came. And a freshman kid ripped it away from Zach Schroeder. 2 buckets for Jurgens. He is impressive. I do like him.
Good. 27-16. DeFrance with a long-range three-pointer.
Third 3 of the night for the Redbirds. 1 for Zobrist, 1 for Swanson, 1 for DeFrance. Share the wealth.
And Pekin will take a timeout.
Timeout Pekin, 30-second timeout.
27-16.
Including officials timeout for media mass break.
So they've scored more from the line than they have from the field.
Almost, yep. They got 7 points from the free throw line and 9 from the field. 3 2s and a 3 is all they have, but still in the game again. Only down 11, which I guess for Pekin 11 points might seem like a big mountain, but honestly, a couple of hoops in a row and all of a sudden it's a ball game.
Yeah, I'm sure the Pekin coach is probably not real happy with the coming down, dribble, and nobody doing anything. Nobody making a move to the basket. Nobody. It's.
And of course, Jeff Walraven, the Pekin head coach, grew up and played high school basketball at Manual. This is not the kind of games that he participated in as a youth, certainly. You know, you deal with the talent that you got. And, you know, like you said, they're trying to win ugly. He's trying to do the best he can with what he has on the floor. You know, there's a great coaching staff on that bench. Jeremy Crouch and Pat Taphorn are both on the coaching staff, and both have loads of experience and ideas, but you can only do so much. Well, he got his first good look at a 3 tonight, almost had it.
Yep, and then the two Pekin players collided, knocked it out of bounds, beat Redbird ball. And it's awful nice when you're 6'6". Oh.
That's a careless turnover for Metamora.
Yeah, that was probably our ugliest turnover of the night.
Yeah, what Pekin's kind of done, they've dragged Metamora down to their level a little bit, which I guess is what happened the other night, the first half.
And that's what happens. Oh, Kaiser definitely had an influence on that one. They're calling it a hook.
That's a tricky call right there. Zach got tangled up with the defender, kind of shook him off and got called for the offensive foul.
That's only his first personal. But
and again, Pekin has 1 foul on the night late in the third quarter. You want to talk about affecting the shot. That was Ethan Kaiser right there.
Yep.
And then he's down on the other end. Oh.
Oh. I thought that went out on Pekin.
I kind of did too, but I didn't get a great look at it.
I don't think the referee did either. I think he was shielded and they just,
What do we have, 22-12 at halftime, Scott?
Yeah.
So 5-4 in the third quarter. Exactly what you said, the kind of game Pekin wants to play. And here we are spreading the floor again, down 11. It's kind of Adam Cash against the world right now.
if you were just walking into the game, you'd think Pekin had the lead.
Yep, here's where we need that shot clock again. They tried to get a third person into the scorebook tonight. Didn't work.
There's
good pass. Bodies are flying. Fans are going nuts. Both of them.
1:40 to go. 27-16 Redbirds.
There's a third Dragon on the board tonight. Cooper Theloritis. I'm trying that name again.
Got it.
3 points, and Scott, look up, it's an 8-point game.
27-19. That's not a good pass.
No.
I mean, there was... under a minute to go. Third quarter, Redbirds only up 8.
Time to check in with the sponsors again, sir. Oh, here comes some action.
Where's the count? That's got to be. I mean,
very close, very close. Got the timeout right before the official. Looked like he was poised to blow his whistle. He wanted to have a 5 count, just couldn't quite get there. He's getting some friendly advice from the fans right now.
Schroeder was all over him and no foul called.
Yeah, Zach has definitely been in his grill all night long. Cash has done a good job. He hasn't really turned the ball over. He's driven to the hoop. He's gotten fouled. He's keeping them in the game. He's sitting on 12 points right now out of their 19. He's got some cobwebs on his weight set at his house. He could maybe be a little bit bulkier of a kid, but he's doing a heck of a job carrying the Dragons. DeFrance wants to get the 5-second call. He is all over Theloritis.
That on DeFrance?
I guess it had to be. I don't know what else it could have been.
We'll bring Tucker back in for DeFrance.
So a chance for Pekin to pull within 6, maybe 5, which is exactly where they want to be.
Oh, what a block by. Oh!
I don't think he got that off.
No,
it was just a fraction too late. Who made that shot?
Who was that?
Yeah, I missed who it was, but the release was just after the buzzer. End of 3 quarters, 27-19. Redbirds with an 8-point lead.
He did.
Yeah, quite an effort on the defensive 3-point block by Schroeder, and then we got the shot just a little bit late.
Take this time to thank our sponsors: Bill Christ at Country Financial, Sunbelt Rentals, Kaufman Chiropractic, Michael's Italian Feast, Mason Funeral Home, Germantown Grill, Kevin Kyle at Edward Jones, Logoware, Commerce Bank, Heartland Bank, Metamora McDonald's, Metamora IGA, Metamora Fields, Snyder Village, Corey's Grill, Goodfield State Bank, City Blue Technologies, Ipavia State Bank, and Zobrist Shire Insurance.
You know, Scott, if I were Zobrist Shire Insurance, I would ask you to read those backwards once in a while.
I thought about that once or twice, but
Yeah. He just got an extra plug right now.
yeah. So it'll be Redbird ball coming out of this timeout to start the 4th quarter. Redbirds up 27-19.
Here's something hard to believe, Scott. Ethan Kaiser had 6 points in the first 3 minutes and has not scored his 7th point in this basketball game.
Yeah.
Ethan Kaiser has now scored his 7th point in this basketball game.
7th and 8th.
Yep.
That's a nice pass by, you know, they really do well when they get the ball to the middle and then make the other team make a decision.
No doubt.
So a 10-point game, and Pekin doing the
A lot of one-on-one drills at their practices, maybe.
and they're wow.
Probably give him that shot. 14 for Cash, 2/3 of their points, one guy.
There's Tyson Swanson again. How many times tonight has he given us a second chance?
Yep. So again, Scott, I want to repeat the 3 games that I've done with you. Each opponent has had a huge individual scorer, even though we're defending that kid very, very well. Just think if we had somebody on that kid like Lumpy, how many points he'd have.
Oh, probably none.
Yeah, probably. Somebody loosened the rims.
And now Pekin's taking a timeout, 29-24.
That's a kid I don't even have on the roster. 32. Found him. Connor Worrell. There's no way his name is spelled W-R-H-E-L. Do you think that can be right?
Rural. Kind of rural.
Interesting. Well, he's a 6'3", 185 sophomore. I did not notice if he impacted the sophomore game.
He did not play.
He did not play. Well, that's why I didn't notice that, Scott. He is Pekin's 4th scorer of the night. I keep giving him a hard time. Metamora only has 5 guys in the scorebook. No points for Drew Tucker so far. The 4 starters, other than Drew, and then Michael Zobrist got on the scoring in the scoring book.
.6:30 to go in the ball game. Redbirds only up by 5.
And Metamora is going to take a little bit of air out of the ball. This could be exactly what Pekin would like us to do. Make the game as short as possible, see if they can hang around to the end. Metamora would love to draw Pekin out of its zone defense, but I just don't know if it's possible.
Oh, no, they won't. And that's what you do.
Pretty.
That was a really nice play. 32-24 Redbirds. 5:45 to go in the ball game.
That's a pretty clean block. A lot of officials would have called that a jump ball. That's your freshman. Matthew Jurgens, 7 points for Pekin. Second leading scorer. Scott, it's a 5-point game. It feels like Metamora's dominated the game, but it's a 5-point game with 5 minutes to go.
They've only scored 32 points.
And finally, Pekin felt bad about only having one foul in the first 3 quarters, and they reached in on purpose and got one.
Not sure why they did that.
Well, they're looking ahead. They know there's 5 minutes to go, and they have 0 team fouls, and they're going to want Metamora on the free throw line at some point later. Another great second effort by Swanson.
Boy, he's arm barring him the whole way.
And Luke was flirting with the half-court line. 3 fouls on Pekin in 45 seconds.
Pekin foul, Cooper
So with 5:54 to go in the ballgame, Redbirds up 32-27.
Yeah, we didn't think this one was going to involve much sweat coming down to the end, but Scott, this is by no means in the bag. 5 minutes to go, and you know Pekin has trouble scoring points, but 5 is not very many. And you'd sure hate to find yourself putting up a loss in a game like this heading into Washington.
Right, and you know 5 points though is kind of a lot of points for Pekin. You know, when we look ahead to Washington, and we'll get them here Saturday, but a very experienced team, Mapson, Vanderheit, Lewis, those guys have been there for a while.
Yeah, it'll be the first time I've gotten to see them this year, so I don't exactly know what to expect. I know they were awfully tough a year ago, and they always play extremely hard and extremely smart. It'll be a heck of a battle. It'll be a good test for our guys that are, you know, even though it's toward the end of the season, we're still young and we're inexperienced in the really, really big games, and it'll be a great test. Great look out of the timeout by DeFrance. Couldn't get it to fall.
And there's our man.
Yep.
Tyson Swanson again with the big rebound.
We're going to call him Second Chance Swanson.
Yeah.
And he deserves that. Very nice look and a good finish by Swanson. That's a game high 11 for Swanson, leading the Redbirds. Pretty tough take and a finish over Kaiser for Cash.
34-29 with 4 minutes to go.
16 for Adam Cash.
.330 to go. Redbirds still up by 5.
Oh, that ball was going to be out on Pekin until Tyler put his hand on it right before it landed.
Swanson?
Yeah.
Tyson,
my bad. Scott, it is a 2-point basketball game.
Yeah.
And that's Adam Cash for 3 more.
And he was what, about 3 feet behind the line?
Yep, 19 for the night for Adam Cash, 34-32. 2:45 to go.
There you go.
Swanson again. 13 to lead the team.
He's just kind of put us on his back, hasn't he? We traveled.
Finally a good miss out of Cash, and we'll take that. 36-32, 2 minutes.
Looked like it was going to go in.
It did. Great spacing for Metamora, spreading the floor quite nicely. Swanson says enough of this.
Yep.
15 points for Tyson Swanson.
38-32.
Delaritis had a 3-point bucket almost go down that would have pulled him within 3. Couldn't get it to go.
How did Swanson lose that bucket? Or lose that rebound?
I missed it. Hey, you know what we forgot to set tonight, Scott? The magic number, the Dave Snell special. Whoops.
It would have probably been around probably about 36.
Supposed to set that at the start of the game. Oh, shoot. You got to remind me of things like this.
It's just, you just got to get the win.
This is the kind of game you want to get out of the gym and say it's in the W column. Doesn't matter what it looked like necessarily. You just got to get out of here with a W and move on to Saturday.
Yep.
What a crazy season. 2 weeks to go already, Scott. Fun team to watch, for sure. I sure wish the season were a little bit longer this year. I wish we could have some postseason and see some teams in this area that we aren't going to get to see. And not going to get to see Notre Dame, who's spectacular. Not going to get to see Manual, who's also very good. It'd be kind of fun to see where we match up with some of those guys.
I think we're probably a little ways, not a little ways, we're behind those guys right now.
Notre Dame has been awfully impressive so far. I'm not sure about the rest of the Peoria schools if they're a little bit out of Notre Dame, or Notre Dame's a little bit out of their league.
Tucker comes in for Schwartz. That's 2 that he's dribbled off his foot.
Yep.
And lucky for them, he got it back. Good job by
Good board by Kaiser.
Yes.
Zach Schroeder is going to be one tired boy tonight. Chasing Cash around and being in his face for 32 straight minutes, no easy task.
So 51 seconds to go in the ball game, and that'll send Schroeder. No, it won't send him to the line.
This is their problem. That's only their 4th foul. So that means they can go really hard the next 10, 15 seconds and try for some steals.
And that'll send France to the line.
Except it won't.
No, it won't. God.
We wish it would.
Yeah, 2 more fouls to give, 50 seconds.
Oh, he called intentional.
Intentional foul.
See, you saw that coming. You knew that.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's a tough call with 50 seconds to go. Seven on the night for France.
It's 2. So, is that right?
Yep, 40-32, 50 seconds. Hey, they got within 2, Scott, 34-32.
Yeah, they did.
Dangerously close. Boy, 2 points in the ball. That's such a huge call.
So now Metamora will be in the bonus with 49 seconds.
Got it to him. Feel free to foul him. Go for it. They say no thank you.
He's got his hand wrapped around him.
Thanks for the assist, Scott. The problem was he wasn't sure which Pekin player to call it on because both of them fouled him.
Yeah.
So Luke DeFrance trying to get in double figures on the night.
And the first one's up and good.
One more will get him there.
41 seconds to go. Redbirds up 41-32. And there's the 10-point lead, 42-32.
And that's going to about do it. A nice miss. Thank you, Mr. Cash, for missing that three. Back to the free throw line. Chance for Kaiser to get in double figures. He's sitting on 8 points, remember, after he had those 6 in the first couple minutes of the first quarter. Quiet night.
First one's up and good. And he gets them both.
So 3 Redbirds in double figures, even though Metamora only has 44 total points.
Just a bad